In this video, I'm going to paint an ice troll. Good day or night to you, and welcome to the Gaming Tome. Here we are at my new crafting station. Actually, it's my old crafting station behind me there, except it wasn't there before. It was over there, but now it's here. I've been moving stuff around in this space, reorganizing, reallocating, redistributing, throwing out junk, acquiring more junk, and moving that junk around. I put together a new computer that has got the power of the sun in it. The HDMI cables were trolling me. It was an emotional roller coaster putting that thing together. I've got a new setup, got a new workflow. This video is going to be a sort of trial run. So I'm going to do a short video. I'm going to paint an ice troll. Ice troll, come to me. I summon thee. Get over here. I'm going to be painting the ice troll from Nolzur's Marvelous Miniatures. It is a Dungeons & Dragons miniature. Let's just get started with it. Let's go from here to back there. It's a short walk. This is the ice troll from Nolzur's Marvelous Miniatures. It comes unpainted but primed, which does save me a step. These models sometimes have flashing and mold lines. I tried to trim some of these with a small knife. I will start with the skin. The color visualization on the back of the packaging shows the creature with a dark gray skin and hair. I want this troll to have a little more color. I mixed some green and shadow blue for a cooler green. This troll has much more hair than the other troll miniatures I have seen. These thick, furry patches make the creature well adapted to cold, icy environments. I painted the base layer of hair a charcoal gray. The hairy texture extends past the wrists onto the backs of the hands, but on the ankles, the hair just ends before the feet. I think a little hair on top of the feet would have improved the model. I painted a little bit of the charcoal color onto the feet anyway. Next comes that rocky base. I settled on a light gray. Maybe I will dry brush this later to look snowy. A darker gray would probably look better with snow, but I want to see how this turns out. I mixed some red with a pale skin tone to make a sort of orange pink that I applied to the inside of the mouth and ears. These tiny areas will contrast the rest of the model. The fingernails and toenails are black in the color visualization. It looks cool, but I will go for dirty beige nails. I was not satisfied with the look, so I changed them to white. I also forgot to paint the toenails until later on. Now should be a good time for a wash. I used a mix of black and brown washes to give the troll a dirty coat of color. Now that the recesses have been darkened, the only parts left are the various highlights. I still had some of the green for the troll's skin left over. I added some light blue to it and then dry brushed that over the skin. This color is closer to what I initially expected to paint the skin. The ground and hair get a highlight of light gray. I like how it accentuates that furry texture. The ground should probably be a little snowy since this is an ice troll. I dipped a brush in white paint, wiped most of it off, and then thoroughly stippled the stone base. I also went over the hair with more jabs of white. I concentrated more of this color on the top of the head, shoulders, and upper back like snowfall is accumulating on the troll. And with that, this ice troll is complete. I am pleased with the results. The skin color was the part that I was most interested in painting. On one hand, I wanted it to be green, so that there would be no confusion about whether or not this creature is a troll. But I also wanted it to be a little blue, to look like the ice and snow has sapped the color away from the skin. In the end, it looks like I got an evergreen skin tone. It is nice, but I think it could use a little more gray. I like the nails though. They ended up looking almost green, which goes well with the skin. The way the wash combined with the fur base coat made the hair look almost dark brown instead of black. It was a pleasant surprise. Also, the way the white paint dries with this kind of chalky texture to it, that kind of helped with the snow effect. It made all those stipples of white look gritty, like they're clumps of frost clinging to the fur. Ice Troll painted, mission success. Now, what are some ways to use this miniature? Well, it could just be used to represent an ice troll on the tabletop, of course, or a female troll. There aren't that many miniatures of those. This could be a fun creature to encounter in an ice cave or a melting tunnel underneath the glacier. It could be fun to deploy this creature in a scenario where the battlefield is very deep snow. For that scenario, make this troll a little more interesting. Give it an ability where it can dive into and then quickly burrow its way through piles of snow and pop out somewhere else. The troll can then relieve itself of those pesky regeneration-inhibiting flames the heroes keep attacking it with, while forcing the enemy to reposition across the icy ground to catch up with it. Also, those long arms are perfect for reaching out of piles of snow and grabbing unsuspecting victims. Another way to use this mini is to have it represent a witch. That ugly green face and toothy grin make it perfect for the role. The slender arms and long, sharp claws also help. My advice is to make a witch into a boss fight with multiple phases, and for one of those phases, have the witch cast Enlarge on herself and use this model as the gigantic form of the witch. Then she can take a break from spellcasting to go on a stompy rampage. Anyway, those are some ideas that I had for how to deploy this troll onto the tabletop. If you have some other ideas for how this model could be useful in miniature gaming, leave them in the comments below. I'd be interested, and I'm sure other viewers would be interested in finding new ways they can make use of the ice troll. Well, that brings us to the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. If you did not, then tell me why. If you want to see more content, then huddle around the fire. It's warmth, it's light. It will protect you. There's something out there, something that was tunneling through the snow. You caught a glimpse of it earlier. Was that an arm you saw? Long, reaching claws. Bits of fur. Green skin. Was it a hag? No. Too big to be a witch. Could be a troll. Keep your eyes open. Your sword close. Pray that the campfire will last until morning. Thank you for watching. And until next time, keep making and keep playing. Have a good one.